Assalamualaikum to my panel Encik Mazri and Encik Arman Hadi. My name is Muhammad Fairuz bin Saleh alias Salah. My matrix number is B071710567. I would like to present about my PSM project. There is development of alcohol detection system with vehicle immobilization. The development of this project is to detect the alcohol in the air that is produced by the driver breath and to immobilize the vehicle when the driver is in the drunk condition to avoid an accident happen. The problem statement in the development of alcohol detection system with vehicle immobilization, it has three parts. First, in Malaysia, the number of accident caused by the drunk driver is high. Second, most of the car accidents in the Malaysia are from the drunk driver. Third, most of the death accident happen caused by the drunk driver. This is an example of death accident that caused by the drunk driver. The victim was a banker who wanted to return home but was involved in an accident where a drunk driver collided and died at the scene. The objective of the project: first, to design and develop of alcohol sensor detection system with Arduino microcontroller. Second, to develop alcohol detection system with immobilization vehicle. Literature review. First, a wearable biochemical sensor for monitoring alcohol consumption lifestyle through ethyl glycol detection in human sweat. The literature review is authored by the A. Panaselvan, S. Muthukumar, V. Kamakutu, V. Parasat in 2016. The strength of this literature is the sensor detect the alcohol from the human sweat. The weakness of this literature is the mix of sweat moisture that the sensor detect and will affect the data. The second literature is the accident and alcohol detection in Bluetooth-enabled smart helmet for motorbikes. The author for the literature is P. Bahater, B. Nemade, V. Chowdhury in 2017. The strength of the literature is the system that use impact sensor and alcohol sensor. The weakness of this literature is the time taken to Bluetooth receive the data of the alcohol. The third literature review is Smart Helmet with Cloud GPS GSM technology for accident and alcohol detection. The author for the literature is P. Dulaf Vogel, R. Shed, P. Nashipudi in 2018. The strength of this literature is the system use the cloud storage to store the record of the rider. And the weakness of this literature is the connection between the cloud and the GPS GSM. Comparison of microcontroller. There are two microcontrollers that is compared, Raspberry Pi and Arduino. There is 7 comparison about the microcontroller. First, the interface. The Raspberry Pi requires complex tasks for interfacing sensor and other components. The Arduino simple to interface sensor and other electronics component. Second, the cost. Raspberry Pi is so expensive to buy. The Arduino is available for low cost to buy. Third, the storage. The Raspberry Pi does not have storage on board and must plug an external storage. The Arduino provides an board storage. Fourth, the USB port. The Raspberry Pi has 4 USB ports to connect different devices. The Arduino has one USB port to connect to the computer. Fifth, the power source. The Raspberry Pi is difficult to power using a battery pack. The Arduino can be powered using a battery pack. Sixth, the program. The Raspberry Pi can run multiple programs at a time, but the Arduino runs only one program again and again in one time. 7. The language. The Raspberry Pi uses the language of Python and C++, but the Arduino only uses the C or C++ only. Arduino Uno versus Raspberry Pi. This is the specification about the two microcontrollers. Methodology. In this part, explain the beginning process, the development of the project PSM1. The project must be related on the engineering issue. The figures show the flowchart of the process and step on submission of the title project. There are 5 steps. First, problem statement. Second, project title. Third, supervisor approval. Fourth, cost coordinator approval. And fifth, project report PSM1. Block diagram. The block diagram is the arrangement of components in a complex system or process. This block diagram shows the component that used in the project and the connection of each part to the processor. The figures show the block diagram are divided into 3 parts. First, input. Second, process. And third, output. Input components. In the development of alcohol detection system with vehicle immobilization, there are 3 main input components. First, MQ3 alcohol sensor. MQ3 alcohol sensor is to detect the presence of alcohol in the air. Second, IR proximity sensor. IR proximity sensor is to detect the reflection light to navigate the movement of the robot. Third, lithium-ion battery. Lithium-ion battery is the main source of the supply to all the components. Processor component. In this development of alcohol detection with vehicle immobilization project, Arduino Uno Ref3 is used for the microcontroller that process all the program from the input to the output. This is because the number of analog input-output and the general input-output is enough for this project. Furthermore, the cost of this microcontroller is affordable to buy. Output components. In this development of alcohol detection system with vehicle immobilization, there are 6 output components. First, liquid crystal display with I2C. This LCD is to display the value of the alcohol present in the air and the condition of the driver. Second, Arduino buzzer module. The buzzer will ring when the sensor of alcohol detects the presence of alcohol in the air to alert the driver is in the drunk condition. Third, light emitting diode. The LED has a 2 color, the green one and the red one. The green one is to show the driver is in a normal condition. The red one will show the driver is in a drunk condition. The LED will change the color from green to the red when the alcohol sensor detects the presence of alcohol in the air. Fourth, L298N motor driver module. The motor driver function is to control the movement of the robot. Fifth, 5-volt DC CPU fan. The CPU fan is to make air circulation in the cabin to remove the alcohol from the air. 6. GPRS GSM GPS module. The module is to send a message to the authorized person to alert that the driver is in the drunk condition. This module will send the message and the location of the driver. Hardware development. The hardware part in development of alcohol detection with vehicle immobilization is the part that structure of the project is built. In this part consists of 3 parts, that is design of the structure, circuit design and the positioning of the components in the structure. The figure on the right side is the two-wheel drive robot structure that we used in the development of this project. Software development. The software part in development of alcohol detection with vehicle immobilization are the most important part on programming this project. The program is the process to create the specific function of each component on the Arduino Uno ATmega328P by using the Arduino IDE software. The Arduino IDE software is using the C++ language to be programming the code. The figure on the right side is the software of Arduino IDE that used to code the program on this project. Flow of the program. The figures show the process flow of the project. First, MQ3 sensor will read the value of alcohol reading in the box. Second, LCD display will show the value of the alcohol reading. Arduino will determine the reading of the alcohol if the alcohol is high or low. If the alcohol is high, LCD will display alert driver is drunk, and the value of alcohol. The red LED will light blinking, the robot will stop move and the buzzer will ring. After that, Arduino will send a message and location through the GPRS GPS. Then the process will repeat to the Arduino to determine the value of alcohol. If the alcohol is low, LCD will show the value of alcohol in the box and the LED green will light up. The robot will continue move follow the line. Input circuit diagram. The figure shows the connection between the input component and the Arduino Uno. There are three components as an input component. First, battery. Battery is connected to the Arduino as a power supply that supply the DC voltage. Second, MQ3 sensor alcohol that connected to A0 analog input. Third, IR sensor. There are two IR sensors that connected to Arduino. They are connected to A1 and A2 in the analog input. Output circuit diagram. The figure shows the connection between the output component and the Arduino Uno. There are 6 output components that connected to the Arduino. First, LCD. LCD is connected to the pin SCL and SDA to the Arduino. This is because the LCD is using the adapter of I2C. Second, motor driver. Motor driver is connected to the pin 5, 6, 9, 10 to the Arduino. Third, LED. LED is connected to the pin 2 and 4. Fourth, buzzer. The buzzer is connected to the pin of 12 on the Arduino. Fifth, the motor fan. The motor fan is connected to pin number 8 of the Arduino. Sixth, the GSM is connected to the pin of TX and RX of the Arduino.